What I am is an 18-year-old boy who has dreams, who feels love, and who has felt loss. I'm just like you. I might be a Muslim, but I'm also a human being. But what I'm not is a terrorist. I'm someone who goes to class, someone who struggles to make friends. I'm someone who feels homesick every once in a while. I'm just like you. I might be a Muslim, but I'm also a human being. Al-Qaeda, Al-Nusra, ISIS, Hezbollah, Boko Haram, they don't represent me. They don't represent my faith. They are not Muslims. I am a Muslim, and I'm just like you. A migrant camp in Calais, an area in northern France, was torched to the ground. People are blaming the refugees for what's happening right now in Paris. In fact, whenever the question comes up about if we, the United States, should take in more refugees, you know what people say? They say no. They say that Syrian refugees are all terrorists, that by allowing Muslims into our borders, we're opening ourselves up to terrorism. Every single time an innocent child is killed in a drone strike in what is known as collateral damage, we thicken the divide between the East and the West, and we create more and more support for the terrorists who see us as an invading force. In times like this, I'm reminded of the phrase the general once said in the Vietnam War, when we were using Agent Orange to flush out the Viet Cong. He said that if they weren't Viet Cong by the time we arrived in the village, they sure as hell were by the time we left. This is what will happen if we go to war. The more
we say no to fear, we say yes to life. Trying to read what I've got here. As we know, there have been 8 million refugees in this war, a war for which the United States bears great responsibility. It was our invasion of Iraq. It was our creation of Mujahideen that created this. It was the destruction of Iraq that created it. It is our support for the Saudi monarchy and its export of Wahhabi fundamentalism that are responsible for this crisis. And as we have these cries to set up the barriers to say no to these refugees, 4 million of whom are outside of Syria right now.
And racist fear, Syrian refugees are not rapey dogs. This is fascist rhetoric. They are our brothers and our sisters, and we're here today to say no. Open the borders for them. Charlie Baker and all the other politicians in Congress, shame on you. You do not represent us. Who have checked out and fled the violence in their homelands for safer countries. Close to 350,000 embarking through the Mediterranean Sea. Over 5,000 dying in the mass grave of the Mediterranean Sea, washing upon the... How can Charlie Baker speak for us? He didn't even ask whether we were able to actually host people. And this is a testament to the fact that they do not represent us. And we need to actually stand together and say, no, your priorities are the problem. Do not bring in homeless veterans when you're the ones closing the shelters. Syrian refugees are not responsible for that. When institutions like Harvard and MIT don't pay a dime in taxes, the money is there. Tax the rich in this city and in this country. The vast majority of that wealth is not, we can't see it, and so it's so easy to scapegoat Syrian refugees, but it's there. Take a look at State Street Corporation.
Halliburton, shut it down!
Yeah. pave their way. It is a death sentence. We need to continue organizing against this kind of harsh, restrictive screening. We need to continue organizing and talking to our neighbors, our co-workers, organizing